Good morning, everybody. It was one windy night last night. However, I heard the wind that was, on the top of the ridge where my buddies were last night, and I hope they didn't freeze all night. That sounded really, really intense. I'm hoping I see them tomorrow so I can get the story, but I'm sure they're fine. Definitely did not go down to 24 like predicted, which is fantastic because this is like the 5th day in a row that I have not had frozen water bottles. It is awesome. Super excited about that. Slept good. There were a couple, maybe like once an hour for 3 or 4 hours that the wind would just catch the tarp and just hit it, and I would just be rocking in the hammock pretty violently, actually. I'm just like, oh man, I hope a tree doesn't come down. I hope that the tent stakes hold the tarp, and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful morning, blue skies, sun's out early. Going to Boots Off Hostel to get a mail drop. But first, Carnation Essentials breakfast, or whatever it's called, and some coffee. So here's the field I was going to show you last night. So, the sun's going to get in your eyes in just a second, but so what we did was, AT's right behind me. There's this like Jeep trail that goes back and then kind of around the bend over here. That's where I was last night. I was tucked in, secured, and man, like I said, some gusts of wind, but not anywhere near as what my buddies experienced on the ridge last night, just from what I heard. I don't know if it actually got to them, but I heard some pretty serious wind last night up there. Ended up doing 20.7 miles yesterday to get down to here. It's pretty good. So last night for dinner, I had a pasta side, tuna salad packet, an RX bar, 8 ounces of Swedish fish, and a full can of Pringles. It's phenomenal how much I'm consuming in the way of food here, and I'm still hungry. It's, yeah. But the good thing is I forgot to eat a Snickers bar yesterday, I think. And so I have 3 Snickers bars for today. So that's like 750 calories right there. That's perfect. Definitely the worst trail magic I've ever seen. Got some trail magic from a day hiker. We lack fruit out here. Like, it's hard to just carry fruit because it's so heavy. So anytime you're offered fruit, it's definitely a welcome change. I believe that is Watauga Lake. That is a beauty. Holy cow. Alright, got my mail drop over at Boots Off. Man, this looks like a cool freaking place. It looks like the place to hang out and chill. Sucks I'm not staying here, it's just not going to work with my mileage. Dude inside that helped me get the box and the Coke. Got a Coke. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. Really nice guy, so... I don't know what the heck they put in here. I said 2 days of food. This looks about 3 days of food. Oh well, go through this. Got a little note. And, yeah, wow, that's a lot of food. Okay, alright. This is apparently 2 days of food. I can't even shut the bag. I've had up to 5 days of food in here so far. Oh boy, so I'm gonna have to eat the Velveeta thing now. And probably some ramen just to get it out of my pack. It's too big. And probably some Twizzlers. Holy crap. So much stuff in here. I mean, it's fine. When I get to Damascus, I just won't have to buy all that much. But Mom and Dad and the girlfriend want to make sure I don't go hungry. That's for sure. You guys see that pack? I had a hard time closing. I had to repack the entire food bag. It's like a freaking jigsaw puzzle right now. Tetris. Alright, so we're going to try to go 10 more miles, but I'm not sure. I might have to go 7 and just start eating. I hate to waste the food that my parents sent because it's all really good stuff. Oh, geez. So, I'm going to get to camp, hopefully early, even though I spend a lot of time there just eating. And I'm just going to sit down at camp and just stuff my face. Because I want to eat about probably a quarter of this food bag tonight. It's, pretty heavy. Well, I think I have bear activity in this area. Luckily, I'm hiking the AT, so I can continue. Tell you what, man, Watauga Lake, wow, what a beauty, man. Man, that is such a beautiful view right there. Watauga Lake, the marina in the background. That's why I decided to set up right here. I'm like really proud of this campsite. This is pretty cool. I saw this little trail going uphill and I was like, why not? It's about 5 o'clock. I'm about ready to settle down and we've done over 17.5 miles. So let's see what this is. And it turns out to be a beautiful camp spot. And the wind is supposed to be like 5 to 10 miles per hour until nightfall. And then it's supposed to get really calm and like 33 degrees tonight or something like that. Something, temperature that I'm not really worried about. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on all the things that I didn't have time to do last night because we had a really rushed campsite, which is kind of why I decided to stop early today. Still made the miles. I got yesterday and today's video to edit. I want to get that done and I want to go through the food, kind of organize it a little bit. And man, this is a great place to stop. Anyway, gonna call it early tonight. See you in the morning. Pretty good night last night. There was some wind till about midnight and then it kind of cooled down, just as the weatherman predicted. I kind of have gear explosion this morning. I'm a bit disorganized because I'm kind of in no rush. Woke up a bit early after getting a great night's sleep, so everything's kind of just all over the place right now. But yeah, pretty good sleep. Not sure where we're going today. We're going to try to get as close to Damascus as I feel comfortable with. Okay, back on the trail, up the first little hill, almost. And then it's kind of smooth sailing after that to Damascus, which is going to be great. Looking forward to easier days. I need water. I drank a lot last night. I was not dehydrated, just thirsty. I was just really thirsty yesterday. So we got an unreliable source in about 2 miles from now. And then at like 4 miles from now, there's a shelter. And if you go way downhill, there's a pretty reliable like pipe spring or something. I think the max I want to do is to Abington Gap, which is a 26.9 mile day for me. Or at around 20 miles, we start looking for a stealth site. That's the plan for today. I hate to keep talking bad stuff about Z-Packs because honestly they're one of my favorite vendors, but This hip belt's starting to drive me nuts. This is started in the last 100 miles or so. So I think I found the issue. Let me see if I can show you this. So see this hip belt? It's sewn straight across. Okay, it's just coming straight across my hip. This one, it's angled down. So it's supposed to go like this, but the stitching is actually angled down. So this webbing was sewn at an angle. And what it's doing, as you can see, it's bunching up right here on the padding, and that is causing these top and bottom portions to dig into my hip, which sucks. So I don't know, man. I've been thinking about swapping to my frameless pack by Light AF. The girlfriend's actually coming down to visit me on, was it 2 weeks? 2 weeks from now, so April 4th or something like that. I think I'm going to drop some of the clothing, like the base layers I haven't worn in weeks. The last time I put them on, I had to take them off in the middle of the night because they're so hot. I think I'm going to still keep my current quilt temperature ratings because April 4th is kind of soon to switch in my opinion, but you know, see how the weather goes. Definitely sending the waterproof socks home. Don't really need those, and to be honest, I think that's about it. I think that'll do. So we'll see how the gear goes in a couple weeks, but yeah, this hip belt's actually starting to hurt my hip. And I don't know why I had never noticed it before. Maybe the padding is starting to finally wear out and actually get bunched up. You know, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the water source in about 2 miles. Yeah, thirsty. Been chugging water like a fiend today, but I'm trying to plan out my water stops based on, you know, the elevation, and we're about to go uphill, so there is a pretty reliable source about halfway up that hill. Like I said, in 2 miles. I'll probably camel up and then fill up 2 liters, and that'll hopefully bring me all the way to camp. Speaking of which, if we go 11.2 miles more today, that'll be a 27-mile day for me. Feeling really good, though it is unlikely that we can reach that before dark, but hey, we'll see. Pretty much anything that will put me into Damascus with less than, you know, 13 miles would be ideal, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do in Damascus when we get there. Passing a road up here, and I don't know why, but I've been craving cherry Coke. I just haven't found it, and Dr. Pepper just isn't satisfying the need. So I hope they have cherry Coke in Damascus. So whoever's farm that was that we just passed through, thank you very much. Very well maintained. I'm liking the dirt path. The fact that you have an AT logo on your barn as we pass for something to look at, and you got a bench right outside your property line. You're a great freaking person. Thank you very much. So I'm a purist when it comes to the AT blazes. What I did was I went along the fence line here, and the trail actually is by these rocks. So I'm going back, it's not very far, 400 feet, and just getting this section that I missed. I don't want to miss any blazes. I won't feel right about it. I don't know why. I just won't feel right about it. It probably sounds silly to some, but I'm sure there are people out there that understand where I'm coming from. I cannot believe that there's still snow. I've seen this a couple times today. There's still snow on the ground up here. It's like 60 degrees right now. This place must have got a crap ton of snow the other day. Alright, before 5 o'clock, that was officially a 20-mile day. I think I got some more miles in me though. You can see how close I can get to Damascus. So we're 2.8 miles away from Abington Gap. It's 6 o'clock. And I was up there, and I passed this campsite right here. And I'm like, why bother pushing 2.8? Why don't we just wake up a little earlier tomorrow, relax a bit. Abington Gap is a gap, so it probably has a whole bunch of wind. And there's literally 2 perfect trees right here for a nice solid hammock lay tonight. Like I said, I'll wake up a little earlier. Still did over 24 miles. And I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. And just knowing that I could have pushed that extra 2.8, like my feet are freaking fantastic. They're perfectly fine. Super happy that, like, I just feel like my body is just a freaking hiking machine now. Like nothing really is hurting after, you know, since all the gear's kind of figured out now. And I still think I need to go down a half a size in these shoes. So yeah, we're doing good. We're doing really good. Anyway, I'm gonna get set up. And yeah, it's already windy down here. It might be even windier up at the Gap, so I think this is the right decision here. Just checking over my pack. And, come on, focus, there we go. Got a little peeling action going on in the carbon stay. I don't know how major that is. It doesn't feel like a big, thick piece of that, but now I'm going to preface this saying tomorrow there will be over 1,000 miles on this pack. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, I just don't put the arc in it and kind of let it go. I'm going to change out my pack in 2 weeks anyway, but these are also replaceable. But yeah, starting to get a little damage, starting to get a little wear and tear here. Okay, all taped up. I'll probably just order another stay just so I can keep the pack, obviously, but yeah, nothing, no damage down here. It's interesting. Alright everybody, that'll about do it for me. Tomorrow we'll be in Virginia, and in 12.8 miles we'll be in Damascus. So that's pretty freaking unbelievable. Looking forward to Damascus. It's been a place that I've been wanting to visit for quite a while, and I'm going to be walking right through it. So I'll probably stay at Woodchuck Hostel tomorrow, do some laundry. I definitely need to resupply and figure out where I'm going. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Marion, Virginia, but I'm just going to double check. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to drink a lot of cherry Coke, hopefully, because I've been craving it for the past 3 days now. That is a lot of coyotes. You guys hear that? They must have just got a kill. Well, hopefully I don't have to deal with all those tonight. And it'll just be a quiet night. Anyway, good night everybody. I'll see you in the morning.